Hello everyone, welcome to the Academics. I'm Amrit. I firmly believe that you should keep trying until you get it right. Let's solve some more previous year questions for class 10 to be well rehearsed for our exam. So if you're watching and going through all my videos, learning from them, then please like, share and subscribe to my channel, Siddhi Academics. So let's start.
Let's start with this question. The curved surface area of a cylinder of height 5 centimeter is 94.2 square centimeter. Find radius of the cylinder. Pi value has been given to us to take as 3.14. Now, if this is a cylinder, I'm just drawing a rough diagram. Then the curved surface area is this area, this entire area that we can touch, this vertical area, not the surface below on which it is standing or the surface on the top. This not this or not this as well. That will be included when we are calculating total surface area of the cylinder. So CSA has been given to us. What is the formula for curved surface area of a cylinder? It is 2 pi r, that is the circumference of the circle, multiplied with h. H is the height. So CSA of the cylinder is equal to 2 pi r h. Now this CSA is given, that is 94.2, and pi value we can substitute it 3.14. R we need to find out, and h has been given to be 5. So this is, I'll write here h as it is. So 2 into 5 is 10. So if I multiply this 10 here with 3.14, what will happen? This decimal point will shift here. It will become 31.4 h, right? So multiply 2 with 5, make it 10, and then 3.14 into 10 will give us 31.4. Now simply we need to take this value and divide on the other side to find the value of the height of the cylinder. So here I can remove this, cancel out these decimal points now, because one decimal point on the numerator and another on the denominator. So here is there a common factor? I think there is one. 3, right? 3 4s are 12, because 314 into 3 will be 3 4s are 12, 3 1s are 3. That one which we had carried over would be 4 here when it gets added to 3. Then 3 3s are 9. So it will be, height will be 3 centimeter. Remember, centimeter will be the correct unit of measurement. So height of the cylinder turns out to be 3 centimeter. Question is very simple. Values have to be substituted correctly, and the simple arithmetic calculation we should do it correctly to get the answer. Okay, so this is also a most repeated question, so mind you remember the formula very clearly in your mind. Let it be set in your mind properly so that you avoid making any mistakes. Now let's start with this question from statistics. The distribution below gives the marks obtained by 80 with how many numbers of students have kept? 3. Similarly, less than 20 marks, 12 students have kept. Less than 30, 27. Less than 40. This question is not asking us to find the mode, but the modal class. Now, what is a modal class by definition? Modal class is that class interval which has got highest frequency. Okay, so first we need to define proper class intervals for this question. Now if you have a look at the marks row here, the marks row in the table is not giving us proper class intervals. It's giving less than 10. It's not a proper class interval. So first let's define the class intervals, and from there on we can understand which class interval is going to have the highest frequency. The number of students here is actually nothing but the frequency of which we are going to find out. Okay, So I'll write here, instead of marks, I'll write class interval, because that is what we are going to properly define. Now the students who have, not the students, but the marks less than 10 means 0 to 10, how many students have scored? I'll write here F for frequency. You can also write number of students, because number of students is one and the same thing as frequency. Now how many students have scored uh, less than, between 0 to 10, class interval? 3 students, right? Now next, look, let's have a look here. Next, in class interval, how will we determine? The next column says less than 20. Now in less than 20, 0 to 10 marks also is included. So we have to define proper class intervals. So here we will take, instead of 0 to 20, we will take 10 to 20, because for 0 to 10 we have already taken account here. So here we will take for 10 to 20 proper account. Now less than 20, how many students have scored? 12 students. Now in these 12 students, those 3 students, please listen carefully, those 3 students who have scored less than 10 are also included, but we are trying to find number of students who have scored between 10 to 20. So we have to subtract these 3 students from this 12 to find out number of students who have scored between 10 to 20. So 12 minus 3 will be 9. I hope you are getting what I am trying to say. 9 students have scored 10 to 20, and 0 to 10 marks 3 students have scored. Next class interval will be similarly, not, instead of less than 30 we'll write, because for 0 to 10, 10 to 20 we have already defined. For 20 to 30, if we are trying to find out, we have to remove these 12 students, because these 12 students have scored less than 20, and we are trying to define this class interval for 20 to 30 marks. So 12 minus 12 we will do. 12 minus 12 will be 15. So 15 students have scored between 20 to 30 marks. Less than 40, again 30 minus 40, or 32 40, not minus but 32 40. That will be again 57 minus this 27. 27 students who have scored less than 30. Here we are trying to find between 30 to 40. So these 27 students who have scored less than 30 need to be removed from this frequency. 57 minus 27 will be 30, and I will write here 30. Similarly 40 to 50 and 50 to 60. 40 to 50, from this 75 we need to remove all the students who have scored less than 40. We'll subtract minus 57 from 75. So 15 minus 7 is 8, and what remains here is 6. 6 minus 5 is 1. 18 is the frequency of 40 to 50 class interval. 80 minus similarly 75, which will be 5. So 50 to 60, only 5 students have scored. So here if you look at the class intervals, they have all been properly defined. Now we can have a look at the frequency. Here 30 to 40 class interval has got maximum frequency, which is 30. So this will be our model class. Therefore, model class for this distribution, for the given distribution, is equal to 30 to 40. I hope I am clear with how we are going to find out this model class when such a question comes up. Please go through this well to answer such type of questions. Let's move to the next question. Now let's start with this question. Find the greatest number which divides 85 and 72, leaving remainders 1 and 2 respectively. Now there is one number, single number, let that number be x. Now when I divide 85 with it, okay, I get something here, x into something is equal to again something, I am getting a remainder 1. Means this number is not able to divide 85 fully. Okay, there is a remainder 1. Now if I subtract this 1 from 85, what number I get? 84. Okay, so this 84, if I subtract from this x, I will get 84 here, and the remainder will be 0. This is the meaning of remainder, right? You must be knowing this. Dividend equal to divisor into quotient plus remainder. So our divisor here is, dividend here is 85. Divisor here is x, and quotient we don't know, because we don't know the divisor. Then how will we know the quotient? Some number it will come, definitely it will come. Remainder is 1. Okay, so if I take this 1 this side, it will be 85 minus 1, which is equal to 84. And what remains on the right hand side? Right hand side remains x into q, means divisor into quotient, means there is no remainder. Remainder becomes 0 here. 84 is fully divisible by this divisor x. Similarly, for 72, the same number x is giving a remainder 2. That means if I subtract 72 minus 2, if I do, I will get 70. 70 is again full divisible by this x. I will get another quotient here, maybe q slash q hash, whatever you take, or q1, q0, how do you write it? 70 will get fully divisible, no remainder will remain, because 72, if I divide with this x, I am getting a remainder 2. So 72 minus 2 is 70. Now for this 84 and 70, what is the value of x? I can easily find out. Let's try to find out. 84, 70, 2 4s are 8, 2 2s are 4, 35, 7 6 are 42, 7 5 are 35. Now there is no common factor after this. So 14, 2 into 7 is 14. So HCF, highest common factor of 84 and 70 is 14. 14 is the number which is common to 84 and 70, and it is the highest common factor. After this, there is no common factor which is fully able to divide 84 and 70. That is the meaning of highest common factor. 14 is that number. Now, if you divide, let's check, if we divide 14 with 85, what we get? We should get remainder 1. Obviously, 14, 85, if we divide, what do we get? 14 6 are 14 6 are 84. So 84, we are getting remainder 5. Similarly, if you divide 14 with 72, it will be 5 here. 5 here will give 70. So remainder we get 2. That means this number that we are searching for, the greatest number that we are searching for, which divides 85 and 72, leaving remainder 1 and 2 respectively, is 14. I hope I am clear with this. First, what you need to do, out of these two numbers, you subtract the remainder. 85 minus 1 you do, like here, find the number 84. Similarly, you divide 72 minus 2, minus the remainder, you get 70. Find the HCF, that will be 14 here. That will be the answer for this question. Okay, I hope I am clear with this. Please let me know in the comment section. If you have any doubts in any of the questions, I'll address them in a separate video.